Are you ready? This session begins now. Grab a meal and enjoy 30 minutes of music and memories. Coming to you from his home studio, Kevin Guest and the Free Radicals, along with your tour guide, David Mulham.
I made it. Hey there. You know, it's February. It's a little bit chilly here in Salt Lake City, but I was just arriving into the country, and I was first time in 2 years. I've been in lockdown like so many of you, and of course the countries are opening up, so I've come over to visit everyone. But you know where I am right now? I was just driving on my way to Sir Kevin's house, and I could hear a bit of music coming out of the great music room, the guitar cave, and I thought we might just pay a little visit. Surprise! Good to see you. Hi, kids.
Sir David.
Yes. Nice to see you, Sir Kevin. Sorry to interrupt.
No worries.
I just got into town. 2 years I've been away, and I heard you guys were rehearsing for Global Convention. So I thought I'd come in and say hi, because we're also videoing, hi everyone, some content for the Asia Pacific Convention, which is happening essentially right now. And so I'm just here, and I just had to come and see you.
So good.
And can I just bump in for a second and hang out?
Of course, we actually happen to have your rig all set up there.
What a surprise!
Yeah.
Hey, I thought we could.
We always have it set up just in case.
Well, I'm going to go around here and do that. That's so
very
good.
important to us.
How's everyone been? You're surviving all right?
Yeah.
Miss you so much, and it's just great to see you, Sir Sean. How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you, brother.
Great.
And it'd be kind of fun to talk about the songs you're rehearsing, a bit about the music. I mean, music's such an incredible part of your life, and it really has. I mean, you just look around this wonderful studio and you see all of the people that have influenced your musical, but also your business career. They're all connected, aren't they?
Yeah.
And so I'm going to just throw a few questions at you, and maybe you guys just jump in however you want to. And of course, the Beatles, for all of us, but for you particularly, just a big part of your life. And you've been to Abbey Road Studios and you recorded a song. You've met two of the Beatles. Take us through some of that. That's incredible, right?
You know, thanks to you, we got to record with both of us at Abbey Road Studios, which was a great experience. My love for the Beatles goes back as long as I can remember. I grew up the youngest of 5 children in a small town in Kalispell, Montana. And my brothers and sisters and my family always had music playing in the house, and the Beatles were always part of that. So as long as I can remember, I loved their music and learned how to play their music. I've had the opportunity, as you said, I met Ringo Starr in Las Vegas, and we were standing backstage in a small room with about 10 of us, and his tour manager was giving us all kinds of do's and don'ts as Ringo was about to come in the room. And
you have to do that with us all the time.
That's right. I have to give these guys do's and don'ts all the time. But Ringo, he said, okay, I'm going to go get Ringo. He walked out of the room, and to watch the reaction of the people in the room was fascinating. The woman next to me literally bent over because she was starting to hyperventilate, and everybody was knowing that in a second, one of the Beatles was going to walk through that door. So I was the first one in line, and the door opened up, and there was Ringo. And we caught eyes, and he looked at me, a big smile on his face, put out his arms, gave me a big hug, and looked me in the eye, and treated me like he cared about how I felt and cared about that moment, and made me feel like I mattered. Yeah. And that taught me a very valuable lesson, that people do understand and know when you care or when you don't care, and when you connect. And here's one of the most famous men in the world, and he's connecting with me. And same thing with Sir Paul McCartney. I saw him, and he was doing a sound check, and before he came out, He hugged every person in the band and on the crew, knew their names, asked about family members, and again, truly cared. So, like I wrote in my book, nothing is more important than relationships, and make relationships a priority, and especially now as this digital acceleration has happened with COVID, that we connect and don't just be on a screen, but we take time to connect. So that's what I take away from the Beatles. So let's play one of their hits. It's the soundtrack from their current documentary, guys. Let's just play a little piece of it.
Jojo was a man who thought he was a loner, but he knew it couldn't last. Jojo left his home in Tucson, Arizona, for some California grass. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged. Get back, get back, get back to where you once belonged.
Get back, JoJo.
Don't go back, David. Stay.
That's right.
This is still working. It's like I thought it would have frozen over. But, it's interesting. You talk about relationships and having been locked up for the last 2 years and just actually to walk in the room.
Wait, you better just explain that. You've been locked up for that. That's a matter of
lock up.
Speech.
And just to be back with friends. And you can connect digitally, but there's nothing like being together as a group of people and so important. And so from one side of the world to the other, and the person who we connect with, Colin Ray, what an incredible musician and singer and a big part of the Free Radicals and a big part of your musical life later in your musical career. And you played with him at the Grand Ole Opry twice, right?
Yes.
What an incredible thing. Were you did it rack your nerves a bit?
Well, going there, I wasn't very nervous because I'd played these songs many, many times in front of very large audiences and on live broadcasts and other things like that. But I was standing backstage at the Grand Ole Opry, and the way it works is they have several bands that play in a night. And so when one band is playing, the next band is standing off stage getting ready to go on during the commercial break. And I was standing backstage.
Yeah.
That's fast.
Yeah, I was standing backstage with my guitar on and getting ready to go on and realized that I was having a panic attack. My heart was racing, my breath was shallow, and I was thinking about everything that could go wrong and heading down the rabbit hole of concern and worry versus being present. And really being in one of the places that I'd always dreamed of being, and I almost missed the opportunity because I let my brain take me somewhere else. And so what I did is I kicked into a breathing exercise that I had learned, and I've realized since that time that breath is so important. So as I went into the breathing exercise, my heart rate slowed down. Oxygen went to my brain. Oxygen went to my muscles. My body was able to relax. But probably more important than that, when you focus on your breath, you become present because that's what you're thinking about. And so I was able to turn a very possibly bad situation around and go out and have a good night. And this is one of the songs we played that night.
Cool.
I'm doing a breathing exercise right now.
If you get there before I do, don't give up on me. I'll meet you when my chores are through. I don't know how long I'll be, and I'm not gonna let you down. Darling, wait and see. In between now and then, till I see you again, I'll be loving you. Love me.
You sound good over there.
What a great song.
The chimes, the chimes, the chimes.
Yeah, I should have done more breathing exercises before that.
So beautiful country music, and then another great band, the Eagles, right? And we all love the Eagles, and just incredible. I think everyone in the room's probably seen them, I don't know, a few times at least each. But for you, really very influential in your life.
Yeah, when I think of the Eagles, I think of team and the group of people being stronger than the individuals. Although there are very talented individuals in the Eagles, as a group, they've achieved greater success and been much more influential and able to achieve notoriety as a group versus by themselves. And so they have great songs, some of the best songs that they've written together that have ever been recorded. But when you listen to them as a group, there's just some cohesion there that takes it to another level. And so for me, applying that to our lives, working together with others versus trying to do it by ourselves, makes life much more beautiful and meaningful as we try and conquer the world.
Yeah, and there's a song I know that's very appropriate for this group of people, Take It Easy.
That's right. Here's a song that launched it all for the Eagles.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Well, I'm running down the road trying to loosen my load. Got a world of trouble on my mind. Looking for a lover who won't blow my cover. She's so hard to find. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheel make you crazy. Come on, baby, don't say maybe. I gotta know if your sweet love is gonna save me. You know we got it easy. Gotta take it easy.
Nice.
Yeah.
That sounded great.
Learn how to take it easy.
That was very
Nicely done. Nicely done. I was just looking over at Sean, oohing and ahhing, not at me. But right over there, there's this great Kiss poster, and I don't know. I said to Kevin once, "Why do you have a Kiss poster?" And he said, "Everyone had a Kiss poster once in their lives." And I think every who loved Kiss at one stage? Come on,
we all
for it, and still do, and so incredible. And you got to know them pretty well, especially Gene Simmons, yeah.
Well, I had the opportunity to work with them, and the interesting thing about Kiss is it's the first concert that I ever went to, and my mom actually took me to that concert.
Mom.
Yeah,
I like that.
Goodness.
yeah, and we had
You were the brave one.
That's right. Yeah, and but as I thought about Kiss, and I made my way down on the floor, and then when I can remember vividly them coming out on stage, and it was just bigger than life.
Yeah.
And that was my first real experience with a concert and live music, and I can remember that so well. But later on, I was a producer in another life, a television producer, and I was producing a show called Turn Up the Volume, which followed rock stars and rock bands around, and I'd go on tour with them.
Yeah.
And so I got a call to go out to Chicago to film an interview and film Kiss and Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley. And when I got the call, I didn't even have a camera at the time or know how I was going to shoot it, but I said yes anyway.
Yeah, and there's no phones in those days.
That's right, yeah. No cell
phones. It's not like you could
That's right.
do that.
Yeah, it was a great big old camera. And so I called a buddy. He sent me a demo camera out to my hotel, and I stayed up all night with that camera hooked into the TV and the manual, learning how to run that camera so that I'd be ready in the morning.
That's what it takes sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, Tom was just saying to me, he said, sometimes you got to kick butt tonight so you can get through tomorrow. And that's really what happened is it's just sometimes it takes a little extra fake it till you make it and then go, baby, go. And but there has to be hard work. And it's the whole leap of faith principle. You got to take the first step or it's never going to happen. So when I think of Kiss, there was a lot there. So let's play probably their biggest hit for everybody.
Great.
You might be the first guy I know that's read an owner's manual.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Congratulations, Kevin.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You show us everything you got. You keep on dancing and the room gets high. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. You say you wanna go for a spin. The party's just been gonna let you in. You drive us wild, we'll drive you crazy. You keep on shouting, you keep on shouting. Everybody sing with me, come on. Go. You.
I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day.
Joe Stevenette.
Right on. I forgot to do
Hit
this.
me. Oh, there's the magic.
That's the magic.
Beautiful.
Only once. You got to pay attention for that one. Okay, so from bad hair to big hair, right? Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Really, really cool band. Your wife Laurie has a little crush on another guy.
Yeah,
It just happens
yeah,
to be the
that's
lead.
okay.
That's okay.
Doesn't everybody have a crush on John?
On another guy?
Did you just speak, Dave?
Not me.
Dave just spoke, everyone. Thank you. Say hi to Dave,
Welcome to the
everyone.
party.
Thank you.
Hello,
Welcome.
David.
Let's talk about Bon Jovi for a second. I mean, incredible music, just everything big, loud, and but beautiful songs, and really just incredible talent.
Yeah, this was the early 90s when Bon Jovi was at the peak of their popularity. Again, probably the biggest rock band in the world at the time. I had the opportunity to film John Bon Jovi, and it was a great experience. He actually was the first cover story for Turn Up the Volume.
Wow. Cool.
And we had a great experience. But with Bon Jovi, again, I'm in a situation where here I am, this kid from Montana, hanging out with these world-famous rock bands. And it's all because I have the ability to dream, to think big, and to take the first step through the door and be prepared when the opportunities came. And so Bon Jovi is that for me. So they have some great anthem songs. Let's sing probably one of their greatest sing-alongs tunes right now, guys. Let's do it.
Tommy used to work on the dock. Union's been on strike. He's down on his luck. His time.
Just staring at Tommy right now.
So tough.
Gina works the diner all day, working for her man. She brings home her pay for love. For love. She says we gotta hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We got each other.
Tommy?
Well, you know, if you're ever wondering about who this wonderful couple are here, Jordan and Ricky. This is Jordan and Ricky, just amazing talent. And, of course, they've been with the Free Radicals and just every time I listen to you guys, it's just amazing. And husband and wife, too. That's kind of cool as well.
My life, man.
Yeah, you kind of like him. Living on a prayer, it was like living on a prayer to get here. It was like just getting through customs and all of that. But you know, I reflect probably the biggest moment as a group, and certainly what you put together for the 20th anniversary convention at the big amphitheater, the USANA Amphitheater, and some of the acts that were there and the music and just everything was just pretty phenomenal.
Again, another bucket list dream moment for me, and I think probably for everyone here.
Oh, absolutely.
But yeah, what a great evening. We had Belinda Carlisle there. We had Eddie Money. We had Tommy Shaw from Styx. Yeah. Styx is probably the biggest rock band of their time. They played the Super Bowl twice, the only band to ever do that. And we had Kenny Loggins play with us as well. So we had a great night where we got to be the band for all these guys. Again, another thing where I just stood there thinking, I can't believe I'm here doing this. And I think if you only remember one thing from what we're doing here, is dreams do come true. But I have to tell you, it takes a lot of hard work. A lot of hard work. It just didn't happen.
Tell us about Tommy Shaw, because he was like your idol, right?
Yeah, Tommy, I was looking at some old photos, and there was a picture of me when I was 15 years old, and on the wall behind me was a poster of Styx, and there was Tommy Shaw. And when I was a kid, I loved Styx and their music, learned their music, and then to actually be on stage with him. And now to have been around him and talked to him and gotten to know him a little bit, what a great thing that is. Let's play a little medley of that night, just a few highlights.
Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. When the night falls down, I wait for you and you come around, and the world's alive with the sound of kids on the street outside. When you walk into the room, you pull me close and we start to move. And we're spinning with the stars above, and you lift me up in a wave of love. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say here love comes first. We'll make heaven a place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm sitting on this bar stool talking like a damn fool. Got their 12 o'clock news blues, and I've given up hope on the afternoon souls and a bottle of cold brew. Is it any wonder I'm not crazy? Is it any wonder I'm saying it all? Come on! Is it any wonder I've got too much time on my hands, taken away with my sanity? I've got too much time on my hands. It's hard to believe such a calamity. I've got too much time on my hands.
that both of us have always wanted to do. We waited so long. We waited so long. We waited so long. We waited so long. I've got 2 tickets to paradise. Won't you pack your bags? We'll leave tonight. I've got 2 tickets to paradise. I've got 2 tickets to paradise. Revving up her engine, listen to her howl and roar. A little under tension, begging you to touch and go. Highway to the danger zone. We'll take you right into the danger zone. I never say hello to you until you get it on the red light. No, no. You never know what you can do until you get it up as high as you can go. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was too much fun.
Yeah.
I got to get back.
Yeah.
I got to get back to work.
Get back.
Don't get back.
Huh?
Get back. It's just been so awesome to hang out with you lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
This has been great.
And,
It's been great to have
Great
you here.
having you.
Yeah.
Great having you on the
Yeah.
on the
Thanks.
congas.
Well,
Yeah, we
I
missed the
I'll be
percussion.
back for, might come back for Global Convention.
Do we get 2 tickets to Paradise to come see you?
Absolutely, I like
Good
that.
one.
That's right.
Hey, thank you. Kevin, any last thing you want to say before I head out the door?
The number one thing is we're going to be together soon.
Yeah.
And I look forward to all the hugs and connecting face to face with all of you.
Yeah.
And I'll see you soon.
Yeah, it'll be great for all of us to
Yeah.
catch
Speaking
up.
of paradise.
I'm definitely leaving
We
now.
had that one coming.
See you, kids.
Brother from a land down under.
Thank you.
See you, David.
See you, brother.
Do you
See you
come
guys.
from
See
a
you.
land down under?
That song.
Women glow and men
So much fun. What an incredible group of people, and I've got to get back to work anyway. Come on. And I hope everyone's having a great time at Asia Pacific Convention. It's just an awesome event. Do you know, I've always wondered what this thing is sitting out here outside of Kevin's music room. Let's have a little look. Oh, wow, that's a heavy door. There's actually people in here. We gotta check this out. Hey, guys. Are you here all the time?
Yeah.
Just pretty much just hang out here?
It's a little bright.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of visitors.
Okay. Keep up the good work. Okay, I'm going back to work. Oh my goodness.
This concludes your USANA Live All Access session. Thanks for watching, and stay right here for the next